Why, hello there. We're doing first video testing out a new lighting and sound. No, well, not really new sound, but it's a new kind of setup. I don't know if you've noticed in the background this mat being kind of on the wall there. I've been taping it up and it keeps falling down. So we're testing out it on the table instead. That way it can't fall down. And the feature of our test, Genshin Impact cards. So yeah, Genshin Impact cards. I've got a few different boxes of these coming. I believe they're made by Little Frog, which is the company that makes Goddess Story. According to the back, this is GS-1M03. GS kind of throws me off because that's Goddess Story in my head, but I mean Genshin stuff, let's call it. I know that's like NS, isn't it? It's the Goddess Story designation. So, seeing as this is the third 1U1 set, I'm kind of curious to see what's in here. Or specifically who's in here. So yeah. This is the back, or the front. This is the back. I don't know how to read Chinese, so the names are kind of, yeah. Side. And it says GS-1M03 right there. Should be, yeah, just a bunch of packs. Ooh, cat girl on the cover. We will get the stacks out. What are you? We got ourselves a polearm. Interesting. I always like it when there are random, unexpected goodies in the box. Ah, there's another. We got ourselves a sword. It's Frostmourne. Actually, it kind of more looks like... I mean, you guys are probably going to have my head for saying this, but what's the Master Sword? I was going to say, what's the sword from Zelda? Arguably the most iconic card in like gaming history, and I'm like, oh, what is it? Actually, let's again. I don't really play the Zelda games, so you don't really expect me to like know too much. I think I've played 2 of them in my life. Who even is that supposed to be? That's just like artwork. Oh, these are probably just generic NPCs, and we know who Amber is. Back of the cards. I mean, I don't hate them. It looks like this is meant to be like a set you can play, which is not bad. I mean, at the same time, Goddess Story kind of does that, so. I'm not a fan of these cards. Just like the random enemies. And we got ourselves Sword. Swordy McSwordface. So yeah, it looks like we're going to get a lot of bulk in this. Because it is like supposed to be playing. Not too bad. Zhongli, not bad. And that's these are the KR rarity. Not too bad. I don't hate the artwork of the actual characters. I wonder what different rarities they can come as. Because if you're getting one SSR of Diona. Not bad. It's a 4 cost, where this is... Is there even a cost on these? I'm guessing that's a cost. But yeah, Diona. Cat girl number 1. There's got to be a cat girl in every... So yeah, I have a bunch of different Genshin and other... Not specifically Hoyoverse, but Hoyoverse seems to have a lot of... Potion? Paimon on the back, that's kind of cute. Chibi Paimon. We'll do a pile for enemies, a pile for potions. But yeah, I have a bunch of different random Genshin Impact stuff and Star Rail, and I still need to get, there's one more box of Zenless. I don't have that on order. I have some Azure Lane on order, so that'll be coming. And some more Honkai 3rd and a few others. Actually, yeah, let's keep sorting them properly instead of just tossing them wherever. All the enemies can, that way we, at the end, when we have like a stack of this, of enemies, we can be like, how dare they? But yeah, I kind of like this setup more. I think it's going to be a lot less annoying for me. Just because every single time I was like, oh, that's Jean, right? Okay. Every time I went to record, I'd have to retape with black electrical tape. Electrical tape because I don't want it to be permanent, and like duct tape would like leave that residue. So, because I do plan on getting different mats. So, I don't want it to be permanent. But yeah, we got ourselves some sort of cannoli type rolls. I don't know what that is. I play Genshin Impact, but I don't play it enough to know the names of the food. I know who emergency food is, that's Paimon, but you know. Random guy, Hilichurl. Other guy, and a bow. It'd be cool if they actually had, like, how to play whatever this is. At least you could, like, Google Translate it and, like, figure it out, but... first dupe. We already have you. Boring. I am kind of holding out hope for Kuching and a few other characters that I like. I don't think this is, like... Ningguang. Okay. Not bad. I don't think this is very new of a set. I'm thinking this came out in like 1 point something. So I'd be shocked if we had many Inazuma characters. Okay. Noelle, is that? I believe that's Noelle. It's really yeah, it's Noelle, because I was thinking Barbara, but Barbara's not Geo. It's testing my knowledge of Genshin characters, because like I said, I play it, but I don't play it. It's not like Star Rail. Ooh, it's a card. Yeah, I don't care. It's probably some sort of redemption, right? Toss it there. And we don't want to put the garbage characters next to the good characters. But yeah, so there will be an ongoing series on Fridays. Is that Child, I want to say? Of different anime, etc. type. I'm calling it the anime slot, just because I don't expect it to always be Genshin, Star Rails, Endless, and whatever. I will eventually start going into like I'm drawing a blank. ReZero and different other IPs have cards, so why not see what's up with those. Ooh, you are Rosaria. That is a nice card. Not my favorite character. I know someone who that is one of their favorite characters. They are delusional. But yeah. So yeah, I think this is going to be kind of the more, I'm calling it permanent, but I have some videos recorded of the old setup. So you are going to see some of those slowly fade out over time until we get to like, it's all this. This is also a different webcam. So I've always had two webcams. I used to stream and I used to do this thing where some of the people who've been watching me for a while, I had a cat cam that was focused on my bed, and whenever my cats would come into my room, I'd turn on the cat cam. I don't know his name offhand, but so yeah, I would do that. And so this is this used to be the cat cam. So kind of testing it out, seeing the quality, seeing if it's slightly better. It looks like it's slightly brighter, which I like. So this may end up being the permanent webcam, which is funny because the other one was more expensive. This one's like a $40 random ass Amazon thing that I've been just bought off Amazon, so. But yeah, so you never know what you're gonna do. What's gonna be of use when you start out, right? Oh, I thought they were the same for some reason. But I'm sure we have like 50 dupes of these. Who are you? There's kind of a line down the center and it's throwing me off. It's making me think this person has like two personalities, but I know that's wrong. I wish there was English, but... And again, I wish there was like how to play. It seems like there's only like 4 rarities. Yeah. Another, I don't know if that's a redemption or something. Garbage, basically, though. I didn't expect much from this box, I'll be honest. It is 1 yuan, and yeah, after the Zenless Zone Zero cards, I'm kind of venti. You can look at Venti a little closer. Decent art on him. But after the Zenless Zone Zero cards, I'm not expecting 1 yuan to be much, so this is kind of, I'm gonna say these are worse than the Zenless cards, but they're not a letdown because I didn't expect much from them. Not bad. Another new Noel. Again, we will... I would say this is the card so far I like the most. This is definitely a 1.x box as well, which is also kind of a bit lamer, but it's the first, so it makes sense. Mona. Not bad. Or is that Lisa? I'm pretty... there's 2 girls with hats in Genshin, big witch hats in Genshin Impact, and they throw me off. I find these cards funny because they have the white outline like it's a YouTube thumbnail. I should know the name of this sword. I should know the name of that. Or the Claymore. I've seen that before. I'm sure someone knows it. Dupe. That's our first dupe. kind of a letdown. It would be nice if there was more rarities of this. That's another thing the Zenless cards have over this, is that there's like 4 or 5 rarities, I want to say, of the characters. You know, speaking of, that is probably the best card. A UR of Rosaria. That is nice. UR Rosaria. We will put that by the swords and the polearm. I wonder if there's like a spellbook too, because I kind of like those, even though they're like obviously cheap. But they're kind of cool. Collect all the different swords and weapons. The catch, the first weapon I know. Beat someone with a fish. Not too many potions. The potions seem to be rare. Or the food. It's not all potion. I should know this character, but off the top of my head, I do not remember who that is. That is the most... I don't know. If I have him on my account, I would not know. To be honest. There are certain characters, once a game gets to be a certain age and have like 60, 70 characters, you get to the point where like, who the heck is this guy? I've never used him and don't care. It's like Misha and Star Rail. I know who he is, but I've never actually used him. Or Arlen. Yeah, these guys all have the outline like their YouTube thumbnail. Zhongli dupe, not bad. I will say I'm surprised we've gone this long and there isn't a Paimon card. I'm actually somewhat surprised. Or Lumine, or Aether. Dupe of the dude that I don't know who he is. Great. Yeah, like I said, I didn't expect much, so I'm thoroughly whelmed with this pack. Same. We got another one of those. I'm mainly let down that there's no "this is how you play." We got ourselves a Klee. Not bad. Decent art. Definitely very Goddess Story forward, so yeah. It's basically just Goddess Story Genshin edition. And last pack. Guy, and Gen Official. Not bad. Like I said, I don't hate these cards. I wonder if you only get 1 UR per box. But yeah, that is our best hit. But yeah, I don't hate these cards. Actually, I like that they add the extra fun little stuff in. Like I said, if there's a spell book and different other things, different polearms and swords, that would be cool. Well, yeah, this was first box of Genshin Impact cards. Like I said, I'll be doing more. Like again, like I said, it'll be different anime and specific gacha games cards on Fridays going forward. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe for more. I hope to see you in the next video. You have yourself an outstanding day.